What up, peeps? It's Tony Baker here and back with not a movie review, but I'm gonna start doing takeaways from classic movies that we've all have seen or you should have seen by now. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. So now I bring to you the 10 takeaways from the movie Scarface, directed by Brian De Palma, starring Al Pacino. Cocaine. You never get high on your own supply. Tony didn't follow these rules. I know it was the 80s, everybody was doing cocaine. Tony was doing too much of it, man. The cocaine was non-stop. Number 9, Tony didn't appreciate the loyalty of his best friend Manolo. Manolo was loyal to Tony the whole movie. Tony never told him, thank you, I appreciate you being around, man. Thanks for being my friend all this time. I know I can be hard to deal with. I appreciate you sticking around. Nothing. Manolo saved Tony's life. He saved his life, never got a thank you. Never got a Christmas card, a thank you card, never got a shout out on the album. Remember when you were in that apartment? They had you handcuffed to the shower curtain. They already chainsawed your man to death. You was next. They had the chainsaw brewed up, ready. Manolo busted in there, shot first, asked questions later, nothing. You a cold piece. And then you gonna get mad because he wanted to date your sister? Who better than to date your sister than your best friend? You're already family, let's family it up even further. Like if I had a sister, I would be mad if she dated some jerks along the way, but I'm like, yo, maybe your best friend is gonna respect your sister more because it's your sister. You didn't even give him the opportunity. I know Manolo was a ladies' man, but maybe he'll show your sister a little more respect. You're a horrible friend, Tony Montana. Number 8, Tony's taste in women was trash. Now, Michelle Pfeiffer is a very good-looking woman, but her character in this movie was as dry as the cocaine she kept sniffing. She was dry as hell. I was like, what's the appeal here? What's the appeal? And it wasn't like he just met Michelle Pfeiffer just off at the gas station or in the club. She was the girlfriend of the drug dealer he was working for. If you're gonna risk that relationship with the drug dealer guy by trying to take his woman, she's gotta be just amazing. Her personality's gotta be like, oh man, I couldn't resist. She won me over with the humor, the personality, the looks. Michelle Pfeiffer only provided the looks in this movie. She was dry as hell. I didn't see the appeal. The risk. It wasn't worth the risk. Like she just sitting around, looking good, wearing stuff, snorting cocaine. That's pretty much it. And you in Miami, you know how many good looking women live in Florida? You had your pick of the litter. If you got money, you'd be like, nah, I just want this dry woman right here. I'll take her. But she's attached to your boss, don't you? And forget all that, I'm risking it all for this dry conversation we can have. And you know cocaine ruins you sexually. It makes your penis not work, it dries up the vagina. The sex should have been awful with these two. Oh. Number 7, Tony was just reckless, man. I don't know why drug dealers and rappers idolize Tony Montana. He was a screw up. He was just reckless. That's what you want to. He didn't respect the boss he worked for. And mind you, the boss he worked for was mad soft. Tried to have him killed. I respect that, but Tony was trying to take his woman, man. What you expect? You think they're not gonna try to kill you because you're trying to take somebody's? Well, come on, man. No, don't get mad that somebody sent goons after you because you're trying to steal his girl. Tony was just reckless, man. He was a screw up, doing coke, getting high on his own supply, killing his best friend, being overprotective of his sister, disrespecting his mom, and this is who y'all idolize? Yeah, he went out hard. Yeah, he had balls of steel, but he wasn't very smart. He was just he moved on pure emotion. Just emotion and balls, that's all he had. Yeah, you hard, you gonna go for yours, but you either gonna end up jail or losing everything. That's your role model, Tony Montana. Number 6, cocaine. Cocaine once again. Tony was sniffing it and nobody could say anything. It was like piles of it on his desk. He laying in it. Just laying in cocaine like they pillowcases. Just snorting it up, people just like, and he was reckless sober. So you know on cocaine, the paranoia, just the recklessness, cocaine ruins everything. Number 5, he was weirdly too protective of his sister. It was weird. And I get the whole, they tried to set the scene with like, you're the only good thing in his life. Everything else is just filth. You're the only thing that's pure. But still, you was just too overprotective. Now mind you, I wouldn't want my sister in the club snorting coke and dancing with a sleazy dude in the club either. But Tony was just over the top with it. He was just watching at the club like, like a jealous lover though. And that's why his sister was confused at the end, like, yo, since I can't have nobody, you wanna smash me, Tony? I get what she was coming from. You killing my husband, I guess you want in on this. I get being the big brother, you gotta protect your little sister, but let her live her life out here. She's young, attractive, she's in Florida, in Miami. Everybody's sexually active in Miami. You got to. As soon as you get off the plane, oh, we in Miami? All right, let's do this. You want her to be single and just locked up in a cage? That's your sister, not your girl. Meanwhile, you got the driest girlfriend of all time just sitting at the house arguing with you? Tony is tripping out here. Number 4, Tony's security detail was trash. The only one that was worth a damn was Manolo. But you killed him. You killed Manolo because he married your sister. He married your sister. That's the utmost respect for a player like Manolo to marry your sister and then you kill him after the fact. Yo, we got married, we was gonna tell you. He was like, oh, he felt bad. But still, it shouldn't even been done in the first place. He married your sister, that's family. And you know this dude is loyal to you. But his security detail was trash. When they came, even the guy he took with him into that apartment where they got chained up to the shower rod, he was useless too. Tony doesn't know how to pick good people to protect him. At the end, they swarmed the little palace. It was easy work. His security did nothing. They took out none of the people rolling up. Who you hiring out here? You got all this money, you can't hire some experienced ex-military cats? That's why I've been like, oh, you a Navy SEAL? All right, okay. Oh, so you used to be an assassin. Hey, okay. So you killed 72 people at once and never got caught? Oh, man, that's looking real good on the resume. You could have did that, Tone. You got enough money. Number 3, Tony, why you gonna have all those surveillance cameras set up and you didn't look at them once when they were coming for you? It was like 30 of them, all over the cameras. They was all over the cameras. You got cameras in every corner of your estate. You facing away from the cameras. Just sitting there, thinking about what you did to your friend Manolo. I would have been thinking about what I did to my friend looking at the cameras. Like, man, I shouldn't have killed him. What we got going on over here? I shouldn't have killed my best friend. What was that? Was that the bird? I shouldn't have killed. Especially you on coke, you're already paranoid. I'd have been crying looking at the surveillance cameras like, I shouldn't have killed him, man. I didn't know they got married. What was that right there? All those cameras, you didn't look one time. And you got all the guns in your little office. You could have been preparing like, oh, they in here now, all right. Then you radio your little whack security detail. They are storming the estate. You did none of that because you were facing the other way. You got 16 TVs behind you. And you know why he wasn't watching the surveillance footage? Number 2, cocaine. That's why. Number 2, cocaine. Yet again, he was high. He was looking at the cocaine, reminiscing about his friend that he gunned down because he married his sister. And the cocaine was like, we here for you, Tone. Meanwhile, it's a TV show, it's a chorus line of villains coming to kill you all on your surveillance camera. They on your cameras doing the little chorus line moves, they kicking their legs up, they having a good time, they giving shout outs on your TV screen. Yo, shout out to Tony, man, we coming to kill you, man. Shout out to your surveillance camera, man. They doing photo bombs, they doing photo shoot on your surveillance camera. Like, we coming to get you, Tone. They doing full documentaries on Screen 7. Yeah, man, we just coming here to kill Tony Montana, man. He got no clue we rolling up because he looking at the cocaine. Yo, shout out to my family back in Cuba and Colombia, you know what I'm saying? And number 1, Tony went out super hard. He had one of the best movie character go outs of all time. Say hello to my little friend is a classic line that everybody knows. When he pulls out the rocket launcher, let's go. Tony Montana went out classically, and that's probably why people idolize the character. He took out 20 of those assassins by himself. He was dumping, he was hitting them too. Tony Montana had aim. He was hitting them, they were, they got blown. He killed about 5 of them out the gate with the door explosion, like, blah. He was taking bullets, he was like, is that all you got? He was doing work though, but he was reckless with the work he was doing. He had the advantage. They don't know what he had in that office. But like when you come out with the explosion, the grenade launcher, now your enemy is like, yo, we gotta be apprehensive before we just roll up in that office. We don't know what else he got in there. So you use that to your advantage. They don't even know if he had other dudes in the office with him. If he wasn't high on coke, he would have known that. He would have snuck back into the office. Y'all don't want none of this. Meanwhile, his window is open. You already had one assassin come through that window. Watch the window, Tony. The dude that came through the window and killed your sister, remember that the window is another entryway for another assassin to get through. You're not gonna keep an eye on the back window? I'm gonna dump the guys that are inside the mansion. Yeah, I'm gonna go check the window. Yeah, I'm gonna go back, dump some more. But you know why he didn't think about that? Because of the cocaine. He's standing on the balcony in front of the fountain, just talking mess. Yeah, is that all you got? Yeah. Not watching his back. And that one assassin in that group of sloppy assassins with the shades, he was thorough, and that's who got Tony Montana in the bitter end. What's weird though, that assassin that shot Tony Montana in the back, he had on shades the whole time. How you gonna be an assassin working at night with shades on? You can't see. But that's neither here nor there. Those are my 10 takeaways from the classic movie Scarface, man. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. What are some of the takeaways I may have not touched on for the movie Scarface, man? If you haven't seen Scarface, let me know what you thought. Should he be idolized? Should he be idolized? Let me know in the comment section below, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and as usual, we out here.